Hi, this is Darryl Stewart at EFT I just wanted to talk about a number of things around growing up in a family of alcoholics or people that use alcohol on a regular basis. I grew up with a father that drank quite a lot on a regular basis. I can't remember if it was all every day, but it was generally every week, and there was always something to do around alcohol. And I think one of the things that I learned quite early with growing up in that environment is that I always had to be on from an early age. I remember when I was 6 or 7, knowing that when my dad got through that door from his work and his job, I was never sure if he was actually going to be sober or drunk. So I was always on edge. So I had this flight or fright thing going on in my body. So I was constantly tense at an early age, knowing that I was never sure about his behavior uh, with me or with my family, my mom and my brother. So it caused a great deal of tension for me, and what I didn't realize until fairly recently is that I carried around this level of tension in my body because of those early situations around my father that I was constantly worried about um, what was his behavior going to be when he came through the door, and how was he going to react to me as a young child, and what I had to do to look after myself um, and protect myself. So there was that constant threat, as a number of you might understand, that there was a constant threat growing up in an environment that wasn't stable. And what was interesting about this whole process for me, because I'm doing emotional freedom techniques at EFT is that I didn't realize that I was constantly on edge, and I felt like there was a threat around every corner. And honestly, there's not a threat around every corner. It was just my perceptions of what was going on around me because of what happened in my childhood. So I could feel tension in my body when I felt this new situation or this new person coming into my life. I was like, what is going on? And as I cleared it up with the emotional freedom techniques on my own personal journey, and as a practitioner, I realized that I still carry a lot of tension, and I had to release that. And I had to release, and what I was doing is I was releasing some of those old traumatic events that happened in my life that I needed to let go, release, and move on and shift into my own life, because I felt like it, that was going to control me to move into a present place of, of of relaxation. I want to be relaxed. I want to be at peace with where I'm at and not be controlled by what my dad was doing when he was drinking and causing us to be on edge or on guard, depending on what his behavior was. Was he drunk, or was he going to be angry? Was he going to threaten me or my brother, whatever was going on? And I guess I realized with EFT is that I no longer have to carry around that threat unconsciously or in my body memory anymore. I can allow that to let go. And with the EFT is that I've let it go, and I don't see people as a threat. I allow them to be who they are, and allow the moment to be whatever that is, and I just allow things to progress as it should be, and not allow my past moments with an alcoholic father in an alcoholic family to control me. So that's a big step a big realization when you realize that you no longer have to be controlled, and you're investing in your future, and you're investing in your present moment by not allowing the past to control you, and just moving on and investing in yourself. I do not need to be controlled by that. I don't have to allow others or their behaviors to control me. What do I want in my life? And I feel like I found that in my own personal journey, in my own personal work through emotional freedom techniques. And I want to bring that out to the general community as a social worker and a EFT practitioner. So I just wanted to let you know my a part of my personal journey with EFT, and how that I was affected by a lot of things unconsciously based on what my family was dealing with, and what my dad was dealing with in his own personal life, and how that affected us as a family unit, and how that has affected me, not necessarily consciously but subconsciously, how that was brought into my life every day. And I don't necessarily, I don't need that anymore. I don't think you need that anymore. I think you can allow that idea of that fright or flight thing going on in your life, that idea that people are a threat to you. Maybe it's time to let that go for yourself. So this is Darryl Stewart at EFT tappingsolutions.com, wishing you the best, and have a great day.